Take 10. Go back to work. Alright guys, MR.TwoSix checking in. You guys never seen me before because everything I've done has always been in car videos. You know, you see my GoPro on my helmet or on the car, inside the car. And now we're just getting into a new hobby, a different hobby, which I had no idea about until 2 months ago, a month and a half ago. I was always into model building. Ever since I was a little kid, I used to build World War II airplanes, and it was fun, but I hated painting them. So imagine I find out that there's these model kits that already come pre-colored, and if I want to paint them, I can paint them, or I can add more detail if I want or not. You know, whatever I wanted to do, I could do. You know, there was no pressure, but the main thing was I didn't have to paint. I didn't want to, and I didn't have to paint the main colors of the model, which is one thing I hated with the planes, is that the planes come gray, and at the time I didn't have an airbrush. You know, I was 9-10 years old when I started, so everything was painted with a brush or spray paint, and I just hated it. I absolutely hated it. But now seeing on YouTube, like, you can see everything else, you know, all these guys and ladies who have just incredible skill painting and adding all that detail. So either way, let's just get to it. So the first two model kits I bought, I had no idea what I was getting into. I just knew what they were because I was introduced to them back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I'll get home from school, I want to say either 8th grade or the beginning of high school, and on Cartoon Network they had Toonami. So on Toonami they had a couple shows. You know, mainly I was watching Dragon Ball Z at the time, and then they would just go through the other shows, the shows before and after, because I believe Toonami was for 2 hours. So you would have one show before, I think Dragon Ball, and then the third and the fourth show, something like that. So after Dragon Ball, Gundam Wing was on, and that's how I was introduced to Gundams, like most other kids here in the United States. You know, I had no idea about the original series, and I didn't know anything about Gundam before that point. From a mecha standpoint, I've heard of Battletech, obviously Transformers. I was big into Mech Warrior, the game, so that was something that I like. Mechs in general, I like. So a month and a half ago, I walk into Think Geek, which is a kind of retail store, like Lunchbox, but I believe they have more stuff, and they had like a small end clip of models. So I was looking at these models, these Gundam models, not knowing anything, just, you know, thinking, oh, this is cool, I'm gonna buy that. So the first kit that caught my eye was the real grade Tall Geese from Endless Waltz. Now this is one of my favorite Gundams, and mind you, at the time, since I had no idea what I was getting into, I didn't know the differences between the grades. So to me, I just didn't know. I was just like, oh wow, this has a lot of detail. I looked it up online really quick. I saw it came pre-painted. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even need glue if I didn't want to. So I was like, I'm gonna get this. So I saw this. I bought it. It was about $30 or $31. Not knowing what I was getting into. The second kit I got is this MSN 001X Gundam Delta Kai. It's from the MSV series, I believe. Citrus, YouTuber Citrus just posted a video on the gold-plated one from this series. I don't remember. I think it was the Zeta. Either way, I just thought it looked cool. This, I had no idea what series this came from or what it was. I just thought it looked really cool. I like the design of it. So I was like, whatever, get it, get two at the same time. So I did. $31. Can't complain. And this is a high grade. So with those two out of the way, I started doing my research at home. And I started getting into all the things that I needed or things that were recommended. So we have, before I started building these, I wanted to get a sense of what other kits were out there that I can start with that had less parts and stuff like that. So I came across Gunpla 101 on their blog, their website. So they recommended some kits. So I figured, okay, I'll go with them. You know, they had some information. It was pretty detailed. I liked the way it was laid out. So the first one I got was the Guian. So I'm looking forward to putting this together. This will probably be the 4th or 5th one I put together before I start getting into the more complicated stuff. Yeah, but I like the look of it. Kind of looks like a knight with a shield, and it's beam sword. That was cool. Next was the Goof. Now the Goof I like because obviously since I got back into Gundam, I've been binging the series on Gundam Info. So I've been binging Build Fighters, Try, the Divers, and Unicorn. And then I've been watching IVO as well. But the Goof is cool because I actually these are one of the few that I've actually seen in an anime. And to be honest with you, I never really liked the Zaku's, but they've been growing on me. I really do like the design of the Zaku. Again, another high grade. Third, I got the RX-78-2, the OG, original Gundam. And I believe this is part of the Revive series because this kit was made in 2015. And I think the Revives were 2014 and after. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is part of that Revive series. It just doesn't have the Revive in the upper left or right. Oh, it's pretty bad. Don't know my directions. And then this one I just got because I thought it looked cool. I've always liked the look of it. The gun cannon RX-77 looks pretty cool. Looks fairly simple. You know, nice proportions and shapes. You know, it has that 80s look to it. Not like the RX-78, which has like a slimmer design. I don't know, like the calf area, the whole shin and calf area of the RX-77 just has like that 80s vibe to it. That very, you know, bulky look, which is cool. And plus, I like the two cannons on the top of the shoulders there. So next, after I got all that, I then decided to order a bunch of stuff from USA Gundam Store. Now, what did I buy? Let's see. So, this stuff was recommended by Gunpla 101. These two I bought on a whim, on a complete whim. Recommended, except for the RX-77. That was not recommended. I just wanted that. Then I saw these cool little balls that I needed to have, and I just thought it was cool. I don't know. And they looked simple enough to build, and I thought it was the perfect starting point for anybody. So here we go. So orange, another orange. I don't remember why I bought two oranges, but I did. Red, that would help. green, yellow, blue. Mind you, I still have the pink one on the way from Hobby Link Japan, because USA Gundam Store didn't have them in stock, and they were gonna hold my whole, at least from what I understand on their website, whatever's on back order will hold up the rest of your order, so I didn't want that. I got this cool little I don't know, gun cannon dude. Mind you, these are called Haros, so these are Haroplas, all these little balls, no pun intended. And then I got the mecha looking Haro, which is pretty cool. Then I got the Figurize Haro, which is bigger. It's bigger, it has an LED, you can change the position of the eyes. It also comes with a clear green shell and a solid green shell. And it looks pretty cool. It has a little bit more detail. So we'll see. Yep. Then, so that's it for the Haros. And what I liked about the Haros is that it's just a basic shape. It's a circle. It's a ball. So there's a lot that can be done with besides doing a straight build. We have a cricket, and a cricket's kind of like a vinyl plotter. You can make your own vinyls. It's used mostly for arts and crafts, but that's the basic gist of it. So we were thinking of like doing different designs in the Haros, like maybe doing like a Braveheart style Haro. That have like the face half painted blue. The Joker smile. There's a bunch of things that you can do when you just have the access or the resources to do them. So might as well use it, right? And then one of the other kits I got from USA Gundam Store, it's not a Haro, it's not a Gundam either, it's just a mobile suit, is the Leo from Gundam Wing. Now this is basically just target practice on the anime, but I just something I had to have. And I was also looking for the Space Leo, but they are expensive. So they're expensive. And Gunpla Melly basically got one of these and painted it purple to make her own Space Leo. And then I got a couple bases because I need to be able to pose them. So I just got this is the 2. Yes. The 2. Base 2, action base 2. And I got a action base 1, both in black. So that's it for that. Then, this weekend, like an Easter gift to my daughter and my wife, everyone's got to be happy. We went to our local hobby store or comic store. It's not really that local for us. It's about an hour away. But either way, Tate's Comics, very interesting, big store. It was mostly like more comic book related stuff. A lot of Marvel and DC figures. They had some Sailor Moon stuff, which my wife was happy about. They even had some Japanese candy, which was interesting. And they had like a limited selection of Gunpla, which was fine because I was able to find things that I can't find online. So my daughter decided to pick the Momokapu from Build Divers, and she loves this thing. I mean, how could you? How could you not? It's cute. And then on top of that, not only do you get the big suit, but then you also get the little companion that goes inside, which is pretty cool. So this is gonna be pretty fun building that. my wife decided to go with China guy, which is pretty cool because I can't find this anywhere. I can't find any of the petite guys anywhere. Petite, the petite guys, the bear guys, none of them. And this just happened to be there. China guy just happened to be there. So why not? So that's pretty cool. My wife picked that one, by the way. And I got the Zero Maru, which is IMA's Gundam in Build Divers, and it's a SD Gundam. But this one isn't. Oh, does this one expand? Yes, it does. Oh, that's cool. I would have to look at it when I open it, but it does look like this one transforms into the full suit, which is pretty cool. See, they show it there. Either way, I like the Zero Maru. That was pretty interesting. Jeez, this thing's getting high. So another thing I found were the GP bases from Build Fighters. And originally I got these thinking, how cool would that be to do the Momo and the Zero Maru on the pose them on the GP bases. But then later that night I realized that this is from Build Fighters. The Zero and the Momo are from Build Divers, which is a different series. I'll make it work. I can put China Guy on this, and I won't get anything for it. So that's that. That was the haul from the comic book store, Tate's Comics. Oh, and also a little figurine, which is this is Fumina from the Build Fighters Try. My daughter's obsessed with Sekai Kamiki, and we were trying to get it because it's one of those like anonymous boxes that you just have to roll the dice with, so you don't know what you're gonna get. So she ended up getting the Fumina, and then because why not? This came in today in the mail. Mind you, this I ordered with the Gunpla 101 stuff. Which is perfect. And this looks great. I guess we'll find out. So this is the SD, the ARC 78 2. So we'll see how this goes together. The box is beat up. Freaking mailman stuffed this in our. Oh, it looks all good together. All. Yeah, it's all there. Okay. Cool. So we'll see how that goes together. Because my idea of building this was going to be after the Haros, since it's just a small scaled down version, funky looking version of the Gundams. I just wanted something to start on first before I go full bore. And this, that was pretty cool. I saw a bunch of people posting stuff. Oh man. Okay, come on. This. People have been building these recently, and I thought they were pretty cool. And again, another thing that's kind of symmetrical that you can do a lot of custom things with. Just wish they weren't so expensive for what they are. Apparently, you can't find them anywhere besides eBay. So there you go. the Exceed heads, the Zaku Exceed heads. So I got the Zaku 2, which is Char's custom. The schmuck. They're all the Zaku 2s. But the red is Char's. I know that for sure. The blue and the green, I'm not 100% sure. I have to do more research. But yeah, basically, I got these 3 for $25, which is more than I wanted to pay because I know they're about $5 each normally, but they are nowhere to be found. So with all of that said, then I needed supplies. So again, Gunpla 101. I got 2 kits, basic kits from Amazon, nothing special. These were about $9 each or $8 each, just to get started. You know, in the future, I probably will invest in the God Hands, but for now, this will more than likely do what I needed to do. And then I also ordered some weathering makeup, as I like to call it, because it looks like the makeup. I believe eyeshadow. I don't wear makeup. I don't know. Eyeshadow dispenser things. So I got 2 sets of colors. One is sand, light sand, and mud, which is this one. And the other one I got is orange rust, gunmetal, and silver. So that'll be fun. And I got the Mr. Super Clear and Matte. Again, recommended by Gunpla 101. The Gundam markers, but I believe these are more lining pens. I believe the more and more I do research, the more and more I realize certain things. But yeah, so I ordered these, which is the gray, brown, and black. And then I had some cement from my previous recent foray into modeling. And then I also got the extra thin cement. And I believe that is it. Yeah, so you guys can see I have a ton of stuff that needs to be built. And I look forward to sharing all this with you guys. It's going to be a fun adventure. And we'll see how it looks when we all get there. And I don't know where I'm gonna